Zeckelman School of Business and Information Technology. Thank you all for making this all possible here for the St. Clair Saints varsity esports team.
Well, if you guys are thinking about anime recommendations, I mean, for you Rocket League fans, you got to check out Initial D, an old racing anime. Old racing anime, so check that one out.
Even I know that one.
Exactly. But we're actually just going to get started right away here up against University of Guelph.
Yeah, and it looks like, honestly, I see some familiar faces here. We have Ido, we have Dralian, I believe, and then Splice. Splice is a newer one from what I can remember, but nonetheless here, of course, Saints going to be on the blue side compared to them being orange this entire tournament, but A-OK. Dralian, shot on target, going to be pushed aside.
Splice going to try to follow up here, but Saints, Dralian actually going to manage to get it in.
Okay, brute force it, why don't you? Solid job there. Splice from the side really forces it into the crease. Good little drop down, and sure enough, I think Nitrix, unfortunately, or not Ramen in that case, was just maybe a little bit too fast, oddly enough. Flew right past the shot, could not make the save. Guelph, welcome back, and you got yourselves a lead.
That handoff was flawless, though, from Splice to Dralion. Dralion, actually,
okay.
Oh my goodness, Nitrix going to score from halfway across the field.
Yeah, right off the face-off, picks it up for himself and just straight up drills it. That was a very, very quick shot with like no pinch or nothing either. Just a straight brute forcing it right into the top left corner. Nitrix, the sniper, apparently, here on this Rocket League squad.
It seems like each game we go into, each team gets more and more aggressive because I guess they're getting closer to victory. Oh my goodness.
Ido coming in clutch once again. Dralion is going to be the one setting things up there. This is the tic-tac-toe play here, actually. Splice, Dralion, and Ido with the finishing touch there. Dead center of the net. Honestly, holy smokes, Guelph. Awesome passing plays.
Absolutely. The setups are just beautiful. Teamwork, too. Communication must be on point for the side of Guelph.
And we'll have to see if Saints answer, can they answer fast again, or are they going to be kind of stuck behind for a little bit here?
Ooh.
Do you see the one demo? Kamal going to be an uncharacteristic whiff, but at the same time, so does Guelph, so no harm, no foul. We'll just move on forward, right back into the Guelph zone. Centering pass, going to be pushed aside. Rebound, off to the side, though, pushed aside once again. Just a bit of a back and forth in the corner.
Yeah, we're going to see Ramen running back to net here, trying to defend. Nitrix going to help him out, and that's going to be a save from Nitrix.
Definitely it could have been problems. Good thing there for Saints. Nitrix was there. A little bit of an awkward touch, however. Nearly opened the door there from Splice. Is there going to be any rebound? We have a lot of Saints flying, but nobody's going towards the ball. Kamal finally going to get a piece of it, but he's low on gas. He's going to have to try and slow it down. Ido not going to fall for it, though. Just dumps it in the corner.
Nitrix almost doing a cheeky goal there, but it was stopped early. Ramen and Kamal trying to get this ball out of their zone. They want it out of the blue zone. It's scary when it's in the blue zone.
Oh, God. You know it's bad when all three Saints are literally in the crease, just like parked on the ground, just waiting for the shot to happen.
Oh, yeah.
And it was honestly because a lot of them were just so burnt out on boost that nobody could, solo commit to the goaltending. And you see, they're literally all lining up. This is absolutely brutal. Splice is going to get this thing right on in, and the slowest of taps is going to somehow get it through all three. The miscommunication absolutely coming in clutch here for Splice as he's able to absolutely capitalize.
That demo, I'm pretty sure that was an accident. I'm pretty sure he was trying to get it into the goal, but I mean, it kind of ended up helping in the end.
As we say in the FGC, we take those. As University of Guelph just absolutely clutching things up here. It's going to really have to light the fire under St. Clair's tires right here to try and get themselves back on the board. Halfway point of the game just getting underway.
Looks like Nitrix and Kamal going to try to go to this pretty open net here.
Okay.
Nitrix going to get that.
Okay, Nitrix goes from setting everybody up to getting both goals so far here for the Saints in this game. Lob shot, basically. This isn't tennis, but he still sent it over everybody. Beautifully done. A little bit of extra setup there from Kamal as well. But yeah, from crease to crease. Good shot, Nitrix.
Reminds me of that scene from Infinity War where Thanos puts on the gauntlet and he's like, fine, I'll just do it myself.
Exactly. And he's coming in again, actually. Holy smokes. He nearly had a nice setup opportunity, but did get pushed aside.
Yeah, we're going to see Dralion with control here of the ball. Oh, my goodness. A flying Nitrix going to boop this back over to the orange zone.
And right back into the St. Clair zone, though. Ido right there. Never mind, he gone. As Ramen just going to take him down back to the repair garage.
So close.
A nice setup again, but the University of Guelph, I think the Guelph player who got demoed just came back and then came for the save right on time. Ramen with the second demo onto Ido, actually. So a little bit of feistiness coming out here from game number 1. I think I like it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we like close games. They're exciting. They're fun to watch. So far, I'm having fun with this match. We're going to have to see if Ramen can get this ball out of the blue zone, because St. Clair is 1 goal behind. We still have a minute and a half, but it'd be great to see an overtime.
Oh, it would be definitely interesting and exciting for everybody at home as well. Tap in, though. Dreleon doesn't like that idea. Wants to put on a little extra insurance after a nice pass from Splice once again. Bounced it off, I think that was Nitrix, and Dreleon with an ultimate angle.
Look at
just
that.
Drop shot, bounced it right in front of Ramen, but it did not have the speed to make any contact. 4-2 for Guelph.
I wonder if that's why he chooses such like a flat car, so he could make those tight angles like that. Or maybe it's just pure coincidence.
Well, some players definitely do have the personal preferences like that, especially if they are prone to more deflections, more angles like that. I can imagine that the flatter cars would be a little bit easier to deflect with than, say, the standard Octane.
Well, it's easier to predict the path that the ball will go in after you hit it in certain angles, because it's like, it's a rectangle for the most part.
Mm-hmm. We see a bit of a drag race here going right back into the Saints zone. If they want to get themselves into a position for even overtime, they need to, and they need to very, very quickly. Kamal, centering pass. Nitrix is there, but it was literally right on top of him. Sets it up here for Ramen. Shot is going to be put aside here by Splice.
Oh!
Nitrix again, though, is at least going to get himself the hat trick and get the Saints within 1. Ramen's shot was initially stopped, but here comes Nitrix with the tires, going to be pulling that same drop shot that Dreleon did.
I mean, 40 seconds, that's doable for another goal. St. Clair could pull this through and bring us to an overtime, but we'll have to see. Kamal going to start us off here, nice and strong, but it's going to be booped back to the side of St. Clair.
Yeah, and they need to move. They need to move now. The more this ball is just kind of hovering in the skies, the slower that, or lower that the Saints' chances will be in this case. Kamal, right there, trying to knock it right back down. But again, Ido, right back to the skies. Pretty much harmless right now here for Guelph, especially if they get one more, and they absolutely do. Splice was setting everybody else up for the most part. Found his second goal now of the game. Dreleon getting credited with the assist off the backboard and basically sealing the deal here, unless Saints can pull off a face-off win and then a buzzer beater.
I don't know. I don't think it's possible, Dan. I mean, we'll have to see. It's going to be a tough one. Oh, I don't know. That does not look convincing.
I mean, this is a centering attempt, though. Nitrix is there to try and make the play, but a nice little contest there from Splice as the time ticks down. This one is looking like it's going to be in the pocket here of the University of Guelph. They may have had, we may have had their number in the summer, but as of right now, University of Guelph coming back swinging. We like to see that.
Yeah, and it looks like the pickup of the new player Splice probably has added to that. I mean, he set up a lot of the main plays of this game.
Yeah, take a look at the stat line there. Not only the main plays, but even the saves as well.
Yeah. With
the 3 saves there being credited in to their regard. But honestly, it's funny to see how relatively similar the top line was there, because Nitrix also had himself the hat trick in that game, awesome, fantastic in that regard, but also had all the saves for the Saints as well. So we'll have to see what happens here. A little bit of a quieter game for the Saints, as they've been so used to not necessarily domination, but playing from ahead. The moment they've had to play from behind, a little bit of panic ensued, and I just keep getting that picture of the 3 Saints just sitting in the crease, looking to make a save, and it's okay, sure, this is emergency defense, but you can't really make a play off that, and I just keep picturing that in my mind for how that went there for Saints.
Absolutely. Dreleon going to try to get something going, but Nitrix going to take it away. Ramen there to help him too, although Ado has different plans.
Yeah, right off the Splice. Shot on target. Beautifully done by the University of Guelph. Ido just going to absolutely finish the job. This perfect backboard pass here from Splice as well. He uses the corner to get a little extra angle on it too. Kamal so close, but not quite going to be able to get a piece of it. That's going to be the University of Guelph taking the lead.
Every time So it seems like every time I see Ado's username, I just think that he's smiling while he's playing. I just got to picture he's having fun, right? He's got the little smiley face in there.
Always having a good time. Have to have a good time at the end of the day, of course. At first off, and Nitrix, okay, how about goal number 4 of this series? Just going to straight up from, I think this was the halfway point, off the demo. Again, just finds it from his own crease, finds the openings, and snipes the corner. What is this?
See, I would have said Nitrix simmer down, but I mean, that's what you want if you're a St. Clair fan, you know?
I was going to say, this is where I tell you to stop it.
Yeah, exactly. So it looks like right off the bat, we're going to see Nitrix and Kamal trying to get this lined up. It might be possible, but it looks like the ball... Oh my goodness, Ramen's actually going to help out. They might be able to set something up.
Absolutely, kind of stuck in the glove zone. Slow crawler towards the net. Somebody wants to finish it, but oddly enough, Nitrix could not get the angle to get that done.
Kamal passes it over to Nitrix, and Ramen is going to help him out here. Going to try to keep it in this orange zone because as long as it stays here, the better the chances are that they'll be able to get a goal.
Absolutely, Kamal going to be picking this thing up. Right in the corner, tries to find the same angle that Splice kind of did a little bit earlier to try and bounce it off the wall right towards the center, but could not quite get the job done this time. Nitrix kind of stuck, just going back and forth in the skies with it, and it actually put it in a little bit of a dangerous position. Ramen right there to make the stop, though.
Kamal able to kind of deflect that ball over to the orange zone, but Drayleon gonna actually get stopped by Kamal here.
Well, he was about to get fancy on that one, too.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
thing that the Saints are right there to challenge, because the one-on-one could have definitely been one on Drayleon on that position, but now
Could have been lethal.
The Saints zone.
Looks like Kamal and Ramen gonna try to line this up. We're just going back and forth right now, Dan. Nobody is really in complete possession. I mean, it looks like St. Clair is a little bit more so right now, but it's been flip-flopping a lot.
Well, the brutal thing, too, from what we just heard in the back, is that's another shot going to be on target in just a second, but losers just became deadly. We just got told that both UNC Charlotte, which are one of the favorites in this tournament, and the Akron Zips are already in the losers bracket, getting upset.
Yeah.
And yeah, those are two of your top 3 seeds here in this tournament. So you do not want to drop down into the losers bracket or the lower bracket, because you're going to find yourself some killers in there.
Yeah, it's a little scary. So St. Clair has to tie up their shoes, or I guess tie up their wheels.
Redeflate the tires real quick.
Yeah, real quick here. Make sure that they don't drop down. As I say that, Drayleon gonna grab a score.
Okay, just sometimes you have to just send it to the net regardless of speed, and Drayleon's absolutely going to capitalize on that. Bit of a slower one, and just manages to squeak out that corner. Beautifully picked off, and now with halfway through this game, University of Guelph are threatening the fact that they could send the St. Clair Saints green squad down into the lower bracket and probably have to either feast or famine against the brutal nature, which is that lower bracket.
Exactly. We're going to see Nitrix going to try to bring this over to the orange zone. And it looks like it's working. Kamal trying to line something up, but can't quite find anything. Drayleon going to contest him, but Ramen trying to stop that from happening.
It's a bit rough, though. Like, Nitrix was able to eventually get the shot, but it forced the third player to come up. Kamal is eventually going to be able to get boosted up and get back into the play, but for just a split second there, the Saints were essentially all in on the attack. And that we've seen in that last game versus UMBC, that's essentially what put St. Clair in this round to begin with. Because of an accidental all-in, they have to be careful. I know they want this goal, but they have to keep themselves under control.
We're under a minute and a half here. Things are getting intense. Kamal gonna stop this. Bring it back to the orange zone, but Drayleon gonna steal it from him. Gonna try to get a goal here, but Ramen is not going to let that happen.
All of these little challenges, all these extra clears, it's all just killing time. There's nobody home right now. Bit of a drag race into the corner. Is there anybody available for Guelph? No. They're actually all on the defensive side of things. Just sending one up for the attack and then letting everybody else play defense, which honestly, smart on them as long as it's the style that they're used to. Kamal's getting feisty. Takes Ido off the board. Can they find the shot? Robin looks for the play. Pop fly ball. Not quite going to get it in there. We see Nitrix looking for that one-timer. Going to get stuck up on the post, though. Kind of stuck with like 35 seconds left.
Yeah, this is not looking great for St. Clair, but 30 seconds is still plenty of time for them to get one more goal. It was like Ramen's going to try to take this, but Drayleon just keeps jumping in there and taking it away from him. So it looks like it's been a little bit frustrating for him.
Oh, absolutely. Drayleon's just been so frustrating, constantly just interfering, not always finding the goal, sometimes finding some, but it's just been slowing down the Saints over and over again. And now with 10 seconds left, the Saints are going to have probably one more breakout opportunity. They have to pick it up the wall and just go, but it's looking dim.
Absolutely. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh,
0.
That's going to be a game. Saints are going to drop down to the losers bracket with that game with a 2-0 for University of Guelph.
All right, so my predictions just got thrown out the window. Holy smokes there. University of Guelph, the better Griffins here today, at least in this matchup here, going to be moving forward to continue their upper bracket ways. But now we might have ourselves a little bit of a breather, though, which for some of the Saints, it might not necessarily be a bad thing, but it just depends on how long it does end up being. Of course, being dropped down into the lower bracket. We'll take a look right here, actually. Where did the Saints end up going? Down towards the bottom, I'm being told here. Unfortunately, my
there we
glances
go.
aren't doing me any justice here. You found them?
I think so. Wait, no, I saw Waterloo Warriors.
I see where the Akron Zips are.
Oh, there we go.
It goes from UNC Charlotte D over from that is where we go.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I see what you're saying here.
Match FO.
I
F.
see.
Okay, so FO. We're just getting instructed from Jackson in the background exactly where we are going. We don't see it right here, but it's that blank spot, the FO matchup. So there's still technically 2 more matches that we do have to wait for. And of course, one of the teams that we could very well have to play, top 3 seed, UNC Charlotte. We managed to be the unlucky ones and are going to be, in theory, going to have to deal with them.
Oh my goodness. So that we're dropping down to round FO. Is that what it is?
That's
Losers
what it was.
round 5?
Round FO, yeah.
So if UNC Charlotte wins is that FG or FQ?
No, UNC Charlotte's main squad won't play us until losers finals.
Oh, okay.
So this is a different UNC Charlotte then, but still, if I always give the credit, even if it is a B or a D team or whatever it happens to be.
There could still be an upset.
If it's a team from the same thing, it's like saying oh, it's not St. Clair Saints Gold, so we don't have to worry. No, you still have to worry you have to worry about Green. You have to worry about everybody. It's absolutely crazy. And then even looking at our fellow Canadians here with Waterloo, they're on a path towards the Akron Zips as well.
Oh goodness.
Michigan Tech, another one of those teams that was in the CCA summer series, definitely cannot sleep on Michigan Tech.
No.
And even our RIT, Purdue, and some of these other teams that are still going on in this game, there is still plenty of tough competition up ahead here. And again, like I was saying with UNC Charlotte, while it may not necessarily be Team A, I'm still absolutely worried because you have that A team as your practice partner, which is still not something to sleep on.
Absolutely, and they probably have a handful of their secrets and tactics up their sleeve there. I mean, a lot of people, we talk about Saints Gold and Saints Green. Saints Gold sometimes it seems like because Saints Gold they're practically a tier 2 team. A lot of the players, I do believe, play in tier 2. It kind of overshadows Green a little bit sometimes, but Green is a fantastic team. Objectively speaking, they're up there.
I mean, we see here today, there's still definitely a strong squad. That being said, we're finding ourselves up against some strong squads as well.
Absolutely.
So it's interesting to see, too, with Guelph here, able to take in the 2-0 fashion, makes things a little bit interesting for our inter-Ontario battles later on down the road as well. If we do end up having another league similar to OCRS, I will no longer sleep on the Griffins. But mostly good on them. With that, though, you did see the bracket, of course. We may have ourselves a little bit of a break here. So probably about 15, 20 minutes at least, maybe a little bit longer. Nonetheless, though, we'll have the tunes playing in the background, and we will be sure to inform you as we're getting ready to go live once again. Or not go live, but more about to get things started once again. Still got more Rocket League action. Saints have to take the long way to the top 8 this time, though, via the lower bracket. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you in just a couple minutes.